So previously, the Anaheim Ducks had won the Stanley Cup against the Ottawa Senators, then had been eliminated against the Dallas Stars in the next year. So in 2008 and 2009, the Ducks played against the Sharks in the first round of the West quarterfinals. They won games 1 and 2 in San Jose, lost game 3 at home, won game 4, lost game 5, and won game 6 to advance to the Western Conference semifinals against the second-seeded Red Wings. They lost game 1, came back and won games 2 and 3, lost games 4 and 5, won game 6, and then lost game 7, 4-3. In the 2009 to 2010 season, the Ducks missed the playoffs, coming in 11th place. In the 2010-2011 season, they came in 4th place. They faced off against the 5th-seeded Predators. They lost game 1, won game 2, lost game 3, won game 4, but then dropped the final 2 games of the series against the Predators to be eliminated. In the 2011-2012 season, the Ducks did unbelievably bad for themselves, coming in 13th place. But as of when this video was recorded, the Ducks have not missed the playoffs yet since 2011 to 2012. So in the 2012-2013 season, they came in 2nd place, making it against the Red Wings in the playoffs. In the first round, they won game 1, they lost game 2 in overtime, they won game 3, then lost game 4 in overtime, they won game 5 in overtime, lost game 6 in overtime, and then in a 3-2 game 7, they lost out to the Red Wings. But they bounced back in the 2013-14 season, coming in 1st place. And in the first round, they faced the Dallas Stars. So they won games 1 and 2, lost games 3 and 4. They won game 5, and they won game 6 in Dallas, 5-4 in overtime. So in the next round, they went up against the Los Angeles Kings. They lost game 1 at home, 3-2 in overtime. They lost game 2 at home, but they won games 3, 4, and 5, and then they lost game 6 in Los Angeles, and then got blown out 6-2 in game 7. But they came in 1st place again for the 2014-15 season. They swept the Jets in the Western Conference first round, in the West semifinals against the Calgary. Hang on a second. And then in the Western Conference semifinals against the Calgary Flames, they won games 1 and 2 at home. They lost game 3 in Calgary, but then won games 4 and 5 to advance to the Western Conference Finals against the Chicago Blackhawks. So they won game 1 at home. They lost game 2, 3-2 in triple overtime. Then won game 3. They lost game 4 in double overtime. Won game 5 in overtime. They lost game 6 in Chicago, and game 7 was a 5-3 victory for the Hawks, eliminating Anaheim yet again. So for the 2015-16 season, they went up against the Predators in the Western quarterfinals.